Peace and light, everyone, and good evening. Welcome to my Aisha Speaks Jade podcast, where I am none other than Aisha, also known as Jade. And I am doing a live audio for today, which is Tuesday, February the 5th, 2019. And I'm actually going to be doing a series of this series as far as how entrepreneurs can get themselves together. Because for those of us that are business owners or entrepreneurs, you know, just our routine, it can just be very challenging. Let me just say that. I haven't been in business for myself super long, but I've been, long enough to know that it can be very challenging. A lot of times we don't take care of ourselves. We're so focused on the business, not saying that you shouldn't, but you also should be focused on yourself as well. And there should be different routines or habits that we should incorporate into our lives so that we can be the best self to be able to function and do our business. So that means different, again, habits or routines that we can do for self-care and self-love that I speak about every day. So I just finished doing a makeup live audio for 5 essential morning habits for the modern entrepreneur, all about being intentional. And I spoke about consult a tomorrow's list. I spoke briefly on practice morning mindfulness, also focusing on the morning nutrients. Okay, because we have to have our minds right. If our mind is not right, how in the world are we going to be able to function with our business, go out and network and connect with other individuals, have potential sponsors, or have anyone be able to want to buy our product or even our service if our mind is not right? Like, we need to be aligned and in tune. Also, focusing on morning nutrients. We have to make sure that we get our nutrients in, especially during the day, which starts us with our fuel. We can't go out here and not eat at all. We're going to run down and fall out. Also, positivity. We have to, be our best selves. Now, I'm not saying that we have to be robots, and I'm not saying that we have to, always wear our expressions on our face, but we have to, do our best to suppress or bring down that anxiety and, just kind of create more happiness into our lives. So sometimes that means, people, places, or situations we may have to eliminate if it's, or push it to the side if it's bringing us way too much negativity. We have to start incorporating more positivity and happiness into our lives. And, also track results and review our goals. Speaking about SMART goals, SMART, which SMART goals, or SMART, stands for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely goals, or time bound. Okay. SMART goals. So following up with that, I want to speak about the 10-minute morning routine that will clear your mind. The 10-minute morning routine that will clear your mind. Okay. And it's, all about how you can spend your first waking minutes can benefit you all day long. It is all about, definitely, when you wake up in the morning, how your day pretty much is going to be set. If you went to bed negative, you woke up negative, you're just going to be off balance. Nothing's going to go right, work right for you. Everything is just going to be so off balanced. Okay. I try very hard, and I tell people I'm transparent. I am not a perfect person, nor do I claim to be perfect. But I do my best, to be the best self that I can be. And one of the things is I do not like to lay my head down when I'm ticked off, when I'm in a negative space, because that just brings dark and negative energy to me. So I try to, do my chant, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, or just think about other positive things so that my rest can be the best. And when I wake up in the morning, I like to give gratitude and appreciation to the universe creator. And just again, thank you, universe creator, or Nam Myoho Renge Kyo creator, for just waking me up and opening up my eyes and me being able to function, because unfortunately there are individuals that, that they just don't make it and they don't wake up. Okay. So let's talk about the 10-minute morning routine that will clear your mind, and how important it is to start your day off. So your first waking minutes are about clearing the cobwebs of sleep from your mind and getting your brain focused and up for the day. How you prep your mind and body during those first minutes is key to putting yourself in the right mindset to take on the challenges and possibilities before you. By starting your day right, you can maximize your effectiveness, increase your positivity, and form good habits that will carry you through the day. The good news is, once we settle into a routine, we're predisposed to continue doing it out of force of habit. If you can lock in a good morning routine, you'll naturally begin doing it every day. So once you lock it in, once you get that niche, it's just going to come as second nature to you, and you're just going to do it every day. It's just going to come natural to you. So make this 10-minute routine your morning ritual, and you'll begin every day with your best foot forward. So I want to speak about 5 simple steps to help you get started. And again, if you are that type of person where this resonates with you, please, by all means, share your experience. And if none of this does, by all means, please share your thoughts with that. And if you have other steps that you do that are effective that you would like to share, I welcome you to do that as well. So, number 1 will be get hydrated for about 1 minute. Even if your brain seems to be screaming for coffee as soon as you open your eyes, what your mind and body really needs is some good old H2O. Water does wonders for your health and wellness. An adult body is composed of around 55 to 60% water. So making sure you get enough is absolutely vital to ensuring your mind and body functions properly. So the first thing in the morning, your body will be a little dehydrated because you haven't had anything to drink for about 8 hours. Starting the day off by drinking a large glass of water is a great way to replenish the fluids you lost during sleep and help your body feel revitalized. While dehydration leaves you feeling drained and sluggish, guzzling some water after waking up, it flushes the toxins that have built up in your system overnight and gives your metabolism a little boost. It also helps reduce stomach acidity and reduces symptoms of heartburn. So some people, they swear by drinking their water with lemon or lime. Different strokes for different folks, okay? So that lemon is supposed to act as a detoxifying agent and can help maintain digestive health, not to mention giving your body a dose of vitamin C. Now, I spoke in another podcast where dentists, because I believe not only do you need to take care of yourself internally first, but you need to take care of the external as well, from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. And I spoke about how also like everything, like I spoke on how, making like the dentist, I spoke about that and how there's a lot of dentists who don't agree with drinking, your water with lemon and lime because it has that acid in it. But again, it's an individual choice. And so if it works for you, that's great. So again, it gives the body a dose of vitamin C. But either way, starting your day by hydrating either with lemon or lime, or you just want to drink, I don't know, just purified or alkaline water just by itself. Getting hydrated is a great way to clear your mind and prep yourself for what comes next. The next one would be practice a deep breathing exercise for about 1 to 2 minutes. So most of the time, we don't even think about breathing. I've been told before, girl, you need to breathe. So our lungs do their thing and inhale and exhale all day long. So why spend a few minutes every morning practicing breathing when it's something our bodies do naturally? So our breathing pattern takes about 6 to 10 deep breaths per minute, restores balance to our stress response system. It reduces anxiety and depression. It increases energy and strengthens our immune system. So better yet, it improves our mental concentration. And this really does tie into everything, whether or not you're an entrepreneur or a small business owner, or you're even working for corporate America, right? This you should still do regardless. Taking time out for us. See, we can take time out for everything else. Let's take a little time out for ourselves, okay? So that we can be, as a whole, a better and more productive person. So the idea is that our mind and breath mirror each other. A quiet mind leads to quiet breathing. So when we learn to regulate our breathing, we can influence both our physical and emotional states. If you're constantly waking up feeling out of sorts and groggy, take a few minutes to practice deep breathing. And if you're not sure how to do it, you can Google or you can definitely YouTube it. And YouTube pretty much can show you anything. Okay, so practice deep breathing for a few minutes. It can help you feel refreshed and energized. So here are some simple breathing exercises, which can start with 1 to 2 minutes and work up to longer practices. So you can lie on your back on a flat surface or in a bed with your knees bent and your head supported. You can use a pillow under your knees if you like. You can place one hand on your chest and the other just below your rib cage so you can feel your diaphragm move as you breathe. You slowly inhale through your nose, drawing the air into the bottom of your lungs. So when you do that, you should feel your abdomen rise. Tighten your stomach muscles and pause for a moment. Then exhale through pursed lips. Gently blow all of the air out of your lungs, drawing your belly button toward your spine. Okay? Push any residual air out of the bottom of your lungs. Take about 6 deep breaths per minute. Okay? So try it even if you have to listen to this over and over again if you choose to, just to get the idea of what it is. So that is a really simple breathing exercise. Okay. And again, you can YouTube it, Google it, simple breathing exercise, or, practicing deep breathing, which is pretty much the same thing. Check it out. Next is stretch and wake up your body, which you can do that for about 2 to 3 minutes. Stretching after sleep instantly makes you feel better and helps your muscles wake up and begin to function more efficiently. Stretching is a simple form of exercise that can help ease muscle tension from the previous day. So doing some simple stretches first thing in the morning can help with muscle tightness and joint stiffness, as well as enhance your circulation and increase overall body flexibility. So when you're wondering sometimes why your hands may feel a little funny, or, your feet or your body just in general feels a little tight or stiff, that's because the blood's not, you got to get that blood flow going, and you have to get up and do it in the morning. Just get up and perhaps maybe a little extra early in the morning and try some morning exercise or some morning stretches. Okay. So there is an easy morning stretch it is a powerful way to give your mind a natural boost and wake up your central nervous system. And it's called a lower back stretch. So what you can do is sit on the edge of your bed with your feet on the floor. Slowly bend over, reaching your hands toward your feet. Arch your back. And then hold for a count of 10. Okay, so that is a lower back stretch. Then there is a neck mobility stretch, which you can remain seated with your feet on the floor. Slowly rotate your neck in a circle, touching your ears to your shoulders. Rotate clockwise and counterclockwise several times each day. Then you have shoulder stretches, which is stand next to your bed. Lace your fingers together. Raise your hands above your head, palms upward. Lift up, stretching your rib cage. Then you can hold that for a count of 10. So they're really simple morning stretches that you can do every day. You don't need to go to the gym. You don't need to do anything overwhelming or do too much. Just easy morning stretches. Next would be give thanks, which we should give thanks all the time. That should never have any minutes on it, but give thanks for about 3 minutes. When we take time to give thanks and be grateful for all we have, we're happier and less anxious, and our relationships improve. So I spoke about being anxious and having that anxiety and panic attack. So, when we get into the habit of just giving thanks and appreciation, it just makes you feel much better. And it improves your relationships, which that's very broad. Okay, so take a few minutes every morning to write down at least one thing you are grateful for in your life. Just write down one thing you're grateful for. This could be something as simple as getting a good night's sleep, feeling grateful for spending time with your friends and family. Or it can be very profound as far as, you having good health. Having food in your refrigerator, being able to put clothes on your back and shoes on your feet. Okay? Never worrying about having to go hungry. There are countless things in our lives that we take for granted. And taking a few minutes every morning to remind yourself of how awesome your life is, even during the bleakest and darkest of times, through all those challenges, will instantly flick the positivity switch in your brain. Doing this increases your feelings of connectedness to other people. It boosts your feelings of joy and contentment, and it lowers your stress and that anxiety. Okay, so you'll feel less stressed, you'll feel less anxiety, that depression, you won't have as much, any of that. If you need help getting started, you can Google and find out what a 3-minute journal is. That combines a gratitude journal with daily planning. So it's called a 3-minute journal. So by doing this simple exercise, your mind will feel clear, refreshed, and ready to focus. Okay? And last is visualize your daily success, which you can do that for about 1 to 2 minutes. So this is the final step that can be done quickly, but it's the key to moving confidently into your day. Take 1 or 2 minutes to imagine the day ahead and all the big and little things you have to accomplish. As you run through these events in your mind, visualize yourself achieving your major goals for the day. Imagine the work you'll need to do, the meetings or important phone calls you have in store. In your mind's eye, see yourself handling any difficult situations with grace and tact. And imagine how you'll move through your projects efficiently. Imagine yourself staying on task and being productive, knocking out your to-do list and handling whatever may come up. By simply spending a few minutes visualizing what you want to achieve today, and over the long term, you will give yourself a plan to follow and seeing these goals accomplished in real life. Things may not always go as you imagined, but at least you'll have a roadmap of where you're going and how you plan to handle different situations. Because we know life comes with different situations, those obstacles, those challenges, and we can't avoid them no matter how much no matter how much we want to. We can't avoid them. We have to deal with them head on. Make time for this 10-minute morning routine, and you'll find you're ready to spring into action and dive into all that you need to accomplish every day. So if you don't have anything set up, perhaps try this 10-minute morning routine that I spoke to you guys about. And if you need to listen to this replay over and over to get it or write some things down, please do. Let me know how it works for you. And if you already have a routine that's working for you, kudos to you. That is so awesome. You keep going because you're awesome and you rock. Thank you so much for listening to this. I appreciate each and every one of you. The replay will be available shortly after. I invite you to my social media platforms. I am on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and I have a YouTube channel. You can find me all on all of them under Aisha Speaks Jade. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and my YouTube channel, which you can subscribe to by hitting the thumbnail. Also hit the notification bell for all alerts. My other platforms, just like and or join them. Support me, share, and I appreciate you so much in advance. Make sure you self-care, self-love, self-respect, and know your self-worth. Create your happiness and create your greatness. Start loving on yourself and doing those things internally, and then it comes out into the external. Whatever your vision or your goal is, please know that you can achieve it even through the obstacles or challenges. With that being said, positive vibes, positive energy, 2019, abundance and prosperity and success. Ashe, be good to yourself, and namaste.